to everyone. Hope everyone took their medicine. So I was working at the, I had owned a spa business called Heavenly Skincare for like 10 years, renting out spaces throughout Leesburg, doing facials and energy treatments, Reiki, I guess you'd call it back then, and readings for people. And I noticed that some people were really into it, and then some people would get freaked out because they're like, "What the hell? How do you even know that?" Um, I, had classes with shaman after hours, where we had other people come and join us for other energy treatments. The trick with this whole way of being and understanding is a lot of people don't understand it. They misinterpret it because of Hollywood or other people's opinions about it or throughout time, whatever. It's like playing the game telephone, where you say the original word through your mouth, and then you tell the next person, whether they get it right throughout time and pass it down. I tried that experiment with the kids when I was a teacher or am a teacher, and they'd always get it. They'd always misinterpret the word. Super fun game though. But like, where was I going with this? So like, you always just have to embrace who you are, because I take pride in being a channeler. I take pride in what I guess people call a psychic. Um, People have found a lot of comfort and healing and beautiful discussions that we've had of things that they've always wanted to know about people that have crossed over, that they've never talked, that they wanted to say things to, you know, um, just amazing things, amazing healings, um, stuff that I can't even, I'm speechless about it. Um, for example, this one lady came in and that I gave facials to, and she didn't what I called, like, she wasn't into it, she just came for the facials. And then all of a sudden, like, I was like, what the heck. So I started giggling. I didn't say anything, and she was like, why are you laughing? I was like, don't worry about it. She's like, no, Heather, seriously, why are you laughing? I said, all right, who's Dino? She goes, what? I said, who's Dino? She goes, Heather, I never told you about my childhood dog. She goes, what did it look like? I said, yo, it's like about this big, and it's got like uh, black spots and white hair curl, but the white part's like a little bit curly, and he's about this big of a dog. And she like sits up in the facial pit and turns around and goes, holy shit. She goes, how the hell would you even know that? She goes, I never even mentioned my childhood dog, let alone its name and what it looks like. I was laughing. I was like, yo, I'm like, I said, but nowadays, looking back on it, I'm like, I wonder why her dog came through. So it's just interesting. And yet, these are abilities that, you know, some of us possess, or I shouldn't really say possess, but that practice and need the right supportive, positive environment of other what we call light workers and people who are in the energy um, understanding ways. I guess you'd best say, you can't really say it's not, it's just a way of being, a way of understanding. And we need to embrace this because this is what, these are our gifts, and it needs to be expressed and understood that it's a gift to help. Um, I spent, on a second chapter of life, I also understand that people will have words towards anything in life with a perspective. It's just a perspective. So you could use that to your advantage. But you don't have to own it. You don't have to be like, oh, well, they said it's like this, so now it's like this. If I'm wearing a green shirt, it doesn't matter if you think it's purple. It doesn't matter if you think it's white. Like, to me, it's green. So does it really even matter that I think it's green? You see what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It's a shirt. So, um, don't let other people's uh, words trip you out. Like, always be around positive people who are going to support you no matter what and let you grow as you need to and discover things as you need to, instead of feeling like, okay, now I have to do this, because I'll do that too. Like, I've worked since I was 17 years old, and, it took me up until really a few weeks ago, if not till like a few days ago, to really just settle in and stop turning my wheels all the time. Because if you're used to just running and running, you gotta sit down for a while until you level out. Because otherwise, you're just running around with like helping the world. And yes, you could do this. You have to have the right audience who want to participate in it. Because otherwise, like for example, right now, you know, you go out there like a Superman. You go out there and try to save everybody, and this guy almost falls, and then you go save him, and then this guy, you gotta watch grandma crossing the street over here, so you gotta go fly over there and save her ass. And then you're all day long, you don't even have time for a lunch break or a smoke break. I mean, come on. So you have to be able to like come together with other superheroes, so to speak, and be like, hey guys, let's play together, and then we can accomplish more, and you'll feel better about it because you won't be tripping out about, you'll be like, oh cool, they feel the same way I do, and look, they could do stuff too, and this is how I feel. Oh yeah, and then it just builds upon it where it's more fun and it doesn't feel like work, and you don't feel like, okay, now I have to do this because then you start hating it, and then you're like, oh my god, I wouldn't want to fucking be here, when the whole time you were there is because you loved it. So, you know what I mean? So, just embrace everything you talk about, and true to heart, be proud of what you speak of, um, because no one will see you like you see, which is beautiful. So embrace that, and I hope that helps. All right, have a good day, guys.